What's up? Welcome to this video. This is your boy KDB with the Bourne family, and I'm sitting with the beautiful.
You already know what it is. You already know what to do. If you don't see me chewing, then you know it ain't true. I'm calling it.
Hey, first of all, these hella good, bro. Man, hella good. Make you boo-boo, but they're hella good. But if this is your first time watching our video, make sure that you like, share, subscribe. We also do post notification shoutouts at the end of every single video. Now, if you're starting a YouTube channel, if you've been doing your YouTube channel for a minute, you know, everybody's on the rise, and it'll be good to get a shout out, to shout you out, so other people that's coming to this video now and later on will be able to know who you are. So that's the reason we do post notification shout outs. Now, if you want a shout out, all you got to do is turn on your post notifications and comment down below. Now, I'm sorry for chewing like this, but yo, this stuff is good. They got these little cashews in here. I don't know if y'all can see. You heard that? What the hell was that? Y'all heard that? King was over here. I saw him. Anyway. Anyway, this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a how did I know she was the one for me. Now, we already did a video like this, you know what I'm saying? Now, my fellas, I'm gonna talk strictly to my fellas. You know, we got married when we was what? Like 20?
10. He was 12, I was 10.
No, really?
Nah, we were young.
How old?
I was 22.
22? And I was what, like 24? 24? So we got married actually young, like hella young. You know what I'm saying? So, but like when I met her, huh?
You regret it?
No, I don't regret 1 second without this baby. Ooh, excuse me. I don't regret none of this. I don't regret none of it. Do you regret it? Oh, I caught some of the sugar from you. But how did I know she was the one? Now, it's funny, man, because she always gave me this feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, fellas, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, maybe your girl, you know, the girl that you with right now, or maybe a girl that you've been with before, just gave you that feeling. Like, I would notice, like, when I saw her, like, cause, you know, I mean, I can say it on camera. My wife know, I used to be crazy about light-skinned girls. That used to be my thing. I was for a white-skinned,
He still is.
green-eyed fanatic.
He still is.
Whatever. Yeah, I still am, but I've been married for almost 30 years. It do mean a lot. It means a lot. Anyway, that's what really, that's one thing that really caught me about her. Like, she was the first, I ain't gonna say chocolate girl, but the first woman that just gave me that feeling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything about her was beautiful. Like, you know how you see somebody and you just, from head to toe, you just like, damn. And, you know, like, here's what really scared me. This is what really scared me is, because you know how us men think. We think with our, come on, man, you know it. You know, you right there with the onion head. You do. We think with our, so you know how that is, man. So I was coming into this thinking that I could think with mine, but it was deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It was deeper than that. Like, it really, really, really was deeper than that. And I mean, you know,
I was fun. I was a turnip queen.
Yeah, because like we literally would meet. Like, first, it was about us being friends. I think that's really, really, really what it was. You know, like, it was no pressure about being in a relationship at first. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like both of us could really be ourselves. I could be myself around you. And, you know, that first meeting, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to hit. I wanted to hit. I wanted to get in them. I wanted to get in the draws. I ain't gonna even lie. This is my wife now. Been my wife for a long time. But I wanted to hit that thing. I wanted to hit that thing. I wanted to see just how sweet that. Okay, let me stop. But that's what I came into this thinking. That's what I wanted. But see, after that first meeting, I'm talking about that first meeting, I was like, damn, I want that again. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know how it be, fellas. You go back, you get it again, and then, you know, you come back, and then you go back and get it again, and then you start telling yourself, all right, I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone now. But then, without you knowing, you dialing, and you, before you know it, you about to go get it again. And normally, you know how the pattern in most of our lives, you know, young teenager, young 20-year-old, normally, you would, you know, hit it a couple times and be about your way. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be nothing really left. After you get everything you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we're keeping it real. You fellas, comment below, man. You know how it is. You come into a situation and you thinking like, she's sexy, I want to hit that. You know what I'm saying? Daughters, girls, this is how men think. I'm sorry, but this is how, you know, I mean, most of the time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just going to keep it real. I mean, you know, there are some, I mean, not every man, you know what I'm saying? But me?
You still think about that like with other women?
Anyway, that's another video. We're not going to go there.
We're going to make another video right now.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because they paying attention to what I'm saying, right?
The ladies want to hear the answer to it.
The ladies need to hear from you. They need to hear another video. That's another video. We ain't got time for all that, okay? Back to what I was saying. So I started off, right? And, you know, I was thinking in my mind, like, okay, I want to hit. And after I hit a couple times, I started to like being around her. You know what I'm saying? And see, that for me is what I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to being around somebody that I could really like. She made me laugh, bro. Like, we still to this day crack up. Like, she a jokester, natural jokester. That's why this YouTube channel worked, because we both kind of got that, I don't know, like, you know, and you know, like
goofiness.
Yeah, like we both naturally goofy.
I'm silly.
Yeah, you know? And it just come together. So why wouldn't we make a YouTube channel and show you guys how we live and what we do, right? Now, so I come into it, I'm thinking I'm just gonna hit. I hit it, it's good, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm finding myself, you know, thinking about her now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going from, you know, because, I mean, look, trust me. Fellas, come on, man. Y'all know how it is. When I was, you know, really first getting her, you know, I wasn't thinking about settling down. I wasn't thinking about none of that. I was doing all the things that 20-year-old men was doing to 20-year-old ladies. You know what I'm saying? She would get paid her taxes. I'd take all her taxes.
Where?
I didn't take all of them, but it was a couple times where I used to ask for some bread. You know, that whole mindset. Which is, come on, man. If you're a grown man.
When I got back from the state, not the federal.
Oops. Anyway, fellas, you know how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We was doing all that kind of stuff. And, you know, and in certain ways, she was milking me and getting what she can get out of me. But it wasn't like, you could tell on both parts, we kind of both came into this not knowing what was going to happen. And I think that was the best part about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, neither one of us really had intentions. And then, bro, like, after kicking it with her, you know, it just started to turn into love. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, you know, that frightened me. Because, I mean, here I am. We having good, you know, we having good sex.
You want me to have the son?
That's another video. We, you know, I mean, and here's another thing. I could tell early that she was down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could just tell, like, and it was like, what's funny is I didn't even know if you could cook yet or not. I didn't even know if she could cook yet or not. I don't even remember the first meal you made me, but I couldn't tell none of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I couldn't tell none of that. So the normal things that us fellas look for, I didn't have none of that, which is what made her so special to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you start off wanting to hit it, and once you get it, you usually want to go somewhere and get it something else, but that didn't happen here, you know. And then sometimes you want to, you know, really play somebody or take everything or get everything you can get. That didn't happen here, you know what I'm saying? And it, hey, come on now, not the video. Come on now, we can cut the video off for that. And then, you know, so I was completely thrown off. Like, and it frightened me because I never felt like that, ever. I never felt like that. Like, I was used to being who I was, getting what I want, when I want, how I want. I'm sure she was used, you know, this is a beautiful woman. Like, you know, I'm sure she was, you know, getting her thing and making her thing happen too. But it was something different when I got with her. You know what I'm saying? When I got with her, the world just stopped. Like, didn't nothing else make sense. It was only me and her in the world, you know, for the time that we spent. And then after that, I mean, I just knew I had to have her. I knew I had to have her. Hey, come on, you touching my, come on, don't do that on camera, man. So this is the end of the video, man. It's post notification shout out time, and we want to give a shout out to our family, Weekend Watsons. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for commenting. They also have a YouTube channel as well, Weekend Watsons. Make sure that you check them out. Now, if you want a post notification shout out, all you got to do is turn on your post notifications and comment down below. Now, we in the room. Ain't no kids here.
You're irritating.
Good night, y'all.
Peace out.
Good night.
Peace out.
No, good night. Good night.